Hey there, just a friendly reminder that doll making, or at least doll customizing like this, isn't really meant for kids. There's a lot of dangerous stuff involved. Not with me as much, but with the others, definitely yes, so just don't do it. These videos in general aren't meant for kids, so just keep it aware of that. Hello everybody! How was your Christmas? And I guess by extension New Year's, depending on how late this goes out. Before we start with the doll video proper, I wanted to show off something really cool that my mom did. See, around the same time that I was starting with Phantom, I also got a Deuce Gorgon and that Jekyll doll, I forget his name off the top of my head. And much like me, she saw what I was doing with Matilda and my first avatar and got really excited over it and decided to make Buckethead and Joker. Buckethead being my brother's all-time favorite guitar guy, and my sister-in-law being a pretty big fan of Joker. And from the time I started Phantom to as late as Christmas Eve, she was picking away at these two. Buckethead came together first, and then Joker was a bit longer coming. I helped out with his hair, and she did everything else. Like, legit. Her skill of, like, doll clothes and actually having the patience to do doll clothes, that I am absolutely awestruck. That is awesome. So, Christmas morning rolls around, we prank them with the 20-layer gift, much like they pranked us over the past few years. And right down in the center was those custom dolls. And...
Holy! Whoa!
Whoa! Holy! How did you do that?
yeah, they definitely liked them. Glad to see they're in the home they're supposed to be in now. I can't wait to see how they get displayed. Now on to the video proper. One of my Christmas gifts requests was to find dolls that were junker dolls on like eBay, but I wasn't expecting anyone to really follow through with it. But boy did my brother and sister-in-law deliver, and now I have 4 new dolls at least coming down the pipeline ready to go to be customized. And we're going to start off hot with Jennifer Long, who I keep wanting to say is Jinafire, but that's because it's the pun, it sounds funny. And she had a tail apparently. Which is a shame, because I do like tails, but a lot of these used dolls tend to lose their tails pretty quickly, so I'm not too worried. I can always make one. So you guys know the drill at this point. Cut off her gross, nasty hair, clean off her face with acetone, and then clean her up, take out all the plugs, all that stuff. So now she's a blank canvas for the next part. I've started looking for yarn as like a hair material and bought a little too much, so I have a few new things to try out with her. And after looking through the different options I had, I went with the pastel rainbow, which ended up being one that had a longer gradient compared to the variegation of that rainbow one, which I'm a little disappointed by, but honestly, I can get like pastel blues with some green in there, or get some pastel pinks with some yellow and purple, like, basically I have a lot of options. The pink works really nicely with her gold skin, and her nails actually have that same coloring on there, so it worked out. As far as punching her hair went, I decided on half the length I usually do for my reroots. I honestly just wanted to see what would happen, and if it didn't work out, I can always do like the frizzy, curly, kinky thing anyway. While the glue was working on keeping the plugs in her head, so when I did eventually go at it with the pet brush, none of the hairs would fall out, I went ahead and checked out some of these little skirts that I made for another doll project and just never really followed through with it. But they work as great bases to turn into Monster High doll dresses. I almost considered the geometric pink, yellow, and green design, but I went ahead with the darker red. It just seemed to contrast better with her skin. And I'm not intending to take any of the clothes off the dolls anyway, so I just went ahead and sewed it directly onto her. I added a tank top, which took a bit to get on the first time, and then some lace to cover the raw edges and the seam in the middle of the skirt. So now it looks like a proper dress, which is very cute. I'm pretty proud of it. I also went ahead and did the frizzy, kinky hairstyle after all. It looks better with her short hair like this. took a minute to get her face done because I wanted to get blue for her eyes, but my blue was really dried out, much like half the paints in the little pack that I have. So I went ahead and went with purple instead. And after detailing her eyebrows and giving her a few freckles, she's all finished. I really like how she turned out. My usual with impatience with clothes worked out real nicely, actually. Weirdly enough. Because I had a bunch of the skirts saved up and ready to go for some other project, and it just happened to work out perfectly for this girl. Now I kind of want to take more of those skirts and just put them on the other dolls that I have. And her hair, much more refined version of what Molly's hair was. And it kind of looks like a heart almost, or like cotton candy. Looks real nice together. I'm not really sure what to name her, so I'll just leave that to the side and figure it out later. Unless any of you have some names, feel free to leave a comment with your suggestion and I'll look into it and then I'll decide based on what you guys think. That goes for any of the other dolls I haven't properly named yet. I'm always down for name suggestions, honestly. But for now, that's all I got for you, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And here's to hoping that 2021 is not awful. Like, I'm not hoping for, like, you know, super fantastic, but, you know, something in the middle range where, like, it's okay. Something we can work with so that 2022 is even better. You know, something like that, like a nice transitional year. Have a nice night, everybody.